so distracted setting that up. So I'm here, I'm washing the dishes. Got the hot water going. Feels good on my hands. So I was thinking, what just came to me, I had the thought, if you're not curious, you don't ask the right questions. If you're not truly curious, you're not going to ask the right questions. Most people won't even ask any questions. No real questions. Nobody really ever questions who they are. I mean, really, like intellectually you can go, okay, who am I? Who am I? And you kind of get it on this base level. You think it's such an easy question that you don't even give it any respect. Of course I know who I am. I mean, that's kind of the gut reaction I think everybody really has. They're no longer curious. They're not curious about themselves. They're not curious about the world. Because really, I mean, you can't be curious about the world, truly curious about the world, and not be truly curious about yourself, who you are. I mean, it happens maybe at different stages. Somebody's curiosity for the world outside could carry them through maybe their whole life, beyond this life even. But at some point, they're going to satiate that curiosity of the world, I think. And then that's when they're going to have to look inward. And it's not that they have to, but it just that's the logical step, even as if logic plays any part. But there is a kind of strange logic to the universe. We just don't understand that logic. We're applying human logic. So we assume that human logic would work throughout the universe. That's something I don't know if they've ever really... I must have had episodes about that on Star Trek. I mean, it's not just languages. It's, what if a whole other species that we encounter, we can communicate with them on a word level, but their logic is incomprehensible, and you just can't see it. Their world is, even though you occupy maybe the same physical space, their world is so utterly different because of the way that they see it. They don't see it the way we see it. I mean, think about David Bowie. In the mid-70s, creating that the album Low. How out there was he to make an album that sounded like that? I mean, I've got to wonder. I mean, he plays the persona of an alien from outer space. Well, what if he really is? You know, what if he really is? It's like a Victor Victoria for aliens. So a guy comes to Earth in human form and goes out of his way to become famous and then make up this story that he's actually an alien from outer space. That's believable enough, but imagine that he was doing it. The act was to cover the truth. So the act of being the alien immediately created this world where everyone saw him as a singer pretending. And they couldn't see it any other way. The concept that he could be an alien here on Earth, and that's how he's living his life here, and he's totally flying under the radar by going right into it when he first gets here. When he first arrives and he gets that fame, that's his arrival, not when he actually physically landed on this planet. And that was the moment. I'm going to eliminate any speculation of the whole human race about me being an alien. He knew he needed to get control of the mass media. How do you do that if you're just another guy hanging out? How do you get the attention? You become famous. That's your goal, is to become famous. He chose a route. He decided there's many ways to become famous. He decided, mid-70s, this rock and roll thing, it seems to be pretty good, and this thing about dressing up, I mean, that really, that could work, you know, dressing up, because I'm in disguise all the time, and like, I can sell that. You know, he didn't have to act like he was a spaceman. He was a spaceman, acting as if he were a spaceman. It's just brilliant. Someone's going to find out. Someone's going to find out the truth, and that's the movie. That's the Victor Victoria. I mean, there's probably more. I probably need to watch Victor Victoria again. I haven't seen it probably since, 1982 when it was in the theater. Jesus. I mean, talk about an era of movie making that... I think of that director's name, Victor Victoria's director. Comedian. He was married to a woman. Her name, the Sound of Music lady. You know her name, Julie Andrews. I knew it. You just give me a second, okay? I was going to say it any second. You spoke too soon. Okay. Anyway, well, it's Julie Andrews, and she was Blake Edwards. See, I was going there too. Blake Edwards, Pink Panther guy. I've just washed my Starbucks mug. I bought this mug not because I'm really a user of the bring her home mug, but in Korea they have like the Starbucks. It's like the only one in the world that that has the Starbucks sign in another language, which in Korea it's Hangul, and so I thought it'd be cool. And then this mug was covered with Hangul, which I completely don't understand. It just looks really cool to me. So I thought that's a unique mug. I'll get it. I can't find the cap for it now. I put it somewhere. I know I washed it. Oh no, did not wash it. It was hiding on top of the because it's black, and the color of the there's like this rubber gasket that you have to keep on the sink, the drain here, because they have like the kitchen sink has this really wide like drainage pipe, like really wide, like I don't know how like 2 inches wide, and if that drain's not in there, like just air, like sewer gas comes up to that, or what, it's just, it's a weird system. I don't understand it. It's gross. It really is gross. Gaping hole to hell, kind of. So you gotta keep that gasket on there. Or if the plastic thing's removed, you gotta make sure like not to have the house like ventilation thing going on, because that then sucks all the air like right up through there, and dirty dishwater starts flying up in the air. It's really fucked up. I'm telling you. Gross. Okay. I'm done with the dishes. Had to dry my hand. Well, I think my business is done here. It's good. Probably won't be returning to the kitchen until tomorrow morning. So it's nice that it's all clean right now, and it's a good feeling. You wake up in the morning and you just feel like, wow, clean dishes, like an empty sink. Like you can have this fresh start. Like you don't have to do all that, the stuff I just did now. It wasn't even a chore. It was not even a chore. It was like a privilege. Damn privilege. Damn privilege to wash my dishes. Okay, until next time. Peace out. Did I just say that? I'm really bad at saying goodbye, so.